It's like
Homestar Runner.
Sack.
Yes.
Homestar Runner.
I did chalk door. Max did.
Alright, so you guys have come upstairs. Just finished with downstairs. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna look at those pillars. What races are they?
The statues.
You guys are roll investigation.
Are they?
I'm just gonna go check on Azazel because I can.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Oh my goodness! I'm not even gonna roll.
So
I got a 9.
Whoa!
Gundren said,
-1.
That's my familiar.
fuck you guys in your
It's an
20s.
imp.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna roll. Cyrus rolled a 20.
Give us
It's
all
okay.
the info.
Okay, so Gundren is gonna say, I'm gonna go with Falco and see if I can find my map.
He's gonna
He
go.
really
I'm gonna
wants that
slap him
map.
on the ass on the way out and say good game.
He just kind of looks back, so you have been too long.
Winks at you.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys see 4 statues here. The one circled yellow, which just move those forward. Yeah. Blah, blah,
Yeah, they're in the room we're in.
You're under one.
Damn, you rolled.
He is not liking us tonight.
That's like the 5th one tonight, man.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
All
boy.
on
You're
skill
killing
checks.
I
I
know.
have not done any in combat yet.
I know.
No.
So this is a human male with a shield and a rod.
Oh, right there.
Shield and a
Write
rod.
this down!
Human rod.
And you recognize it as
No. Bad, Cyrus. Bad.
you recognize it as the god Lavender.
Ooh.
Lavender.
Well, hold on 1 second. Human,
Human male with a shield and a rod.
male, rod.
And you recognize it because you got a effing natural 20. You recognize it as the god known as Lavender.
Lavender.
Lathander.
I feel like he would be the purple one.
I
Lavender.
know, right?
Okay.
And he is, because you got a 20, he is the god of the morning and renewal. He is the lord of renewal.
Oh,
Nice.
wrong type of morning.
Yeah. The tealish one over here, you see a bard holding a scroll.
Race?
It's a human. Unknown at this moment. Just a bard holding a scroll, and you
Male?
know that. What's that?
Male.
Yes. You know that this bard's name is Omega.
Also a god?
Ogma. Sorry, Ogma.
Also a god?
Huh?
Also a god?
All of these are gods. Yes.
Dear god, Ogma.
Agma.
And Ogma is the Lord of Knowledge. The purple circle there is a girl, human girl, holding a snowflake like a symbol.
She's a snowflake.
It's Elsa.
Yeah.
Elsa! Do you want to make human girl?
Yep.
Does she have a particular
Anything?
class?
No. You recognize her name is Mystra, Mystra, and she is known as the Mother of Magic.
Are all these gods and goddesses?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mother
The-
of magic.
The final one is a female with a coin in her fingers.
I like that one.
Female, interesting.
Is it a real coin or a fake coin?
Oh my
it's
goodness.
Like chiseled, yeah.
Looks like that.
Elsa transformed.
No!
Her name, you remember, is Tymora, Tymora, and she is the Lady of Luck.
Oh, nice.
She's my goddess.
Lady of
So you
Luck.
so Phil walks up here, not really the scholared one.
Yeah.
He kind of looks around. He
He's
kind of
not.
has like
I choose you.
Timor.
and then all of it, it's like all this information comes to his brain. He's like, oh, and then he explains all this detailed information.
So that's what being sober's like.
No, I'm not saying he's not drunk right now. But now you really feel like you do need to drink.
Better remedy that.
Okay, so that is the information on the
Natural
gods
20.
there. What would you guys like to do?
Mythology Agma is the
Um,
god of brewing.
Oh.
Or the god of brewing.
I feel like Jogler just gave up so much, and we're like, what do we do with this?
Like
Fantastic
Fantasia.
Well, let's
Like
see. I
Fantasia,
feel
that
like
guy that
those
all of mine are
Do I
like
get the
different
sense
Greek
that
god.
these
Oh,
pillars
it's
are
Celtic.
tied to the handprints at all?
There's one in Fantasia. Have you ever seen Fantasia, the original one?
You guys might want to listen to this.
Sorry.
Roll an arcane check.
What's arcane?
I got you.
Which one's
All right.
arcane? Oh no.
I think mine's a -1, so
Ah, crap.
maybe somebody else should check for that.
Roll arcane.
I can only roll so many nat 20s.
Shut the
No,
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 it's
no,
a-
no, no, no. It was 19
Okay.
she rolled,
Good
but
God, guys.
Natural 20. Cause I
Okay, so
19
your
plus one.
arcane check. So you go around and kind of like put your hand on and really kind of close your mind and sense. There's no arcaneness about these statues. They seem to just be statues. And it seems you guys kind of get the idea and the nature that this, because this castle is so old, these are probably old statues that they used as decoration and worship because of the altar in the back. This is kind of like a
Yeah.
big worship area.
Seems like it used to be a holy keep.
You can also see, sorry, my mind is warming up. Some of these statues are defaced. It looks like they've been slashed at with weapons a few times, chipped at,
Okay.
sprayed with blood, defiled just like the big altar was.
Okay.
But my question was, do we get the sense that they're connected to handprints?
No, arcanely, no. There's nothing arcane or magic about them.
Okay.
Are they connected to any way, even not arcane? Like, do they have any hints about the handprints on them?
Oh, like movable parts or whatever.
Or even just like,
are they
is
movable?
anything written on it that might make us think that,
Like,
give us a
kinda
hint for the handprints?
Okay.
Structures of handprints on it.
Can we move them?
Well, I
think-
imagine that considering that all of these are human-looking statues, maybe have we tried having two humans touch the handprints, magical or no? Maybe you and Falco should go try and touch them. Have you tried touching them at all?
I don't think so.
I don't
Because
think
they were
Falco did
dwarvish.
either.
No.
Try
I feel
touching
like
one.
Falco
the
did.
statues are probably old, as in castle old. The handprints were newer. We were able to recognize the handprints were newer than
A
the
newer
castle.
edition.
I'm gonna ignore everything that's happening, and I'm gonna go over to Tamora, and I'm gonna be like, I'm here. You're mine. You're my goddess. Luck. Totally my thing.
And then what I do, is I cut my hand and I touch the Lady Luck statue.
Oh, power
Right in front of her, and I make
Oh,
eye
see your
contact with
conversation.
her.
And I'm gonna pull out a coin, and I'm gonna
Oh my
stick
God.
it right there, and I'm gonna be like,
You're rubber blood on
she's
the coin.
mine.
So I'm like, it don't look better! I smear my
It's only
blood.
got enough for one.
So I smear my blood on the statue.
I'm glad I'm not here for any of this.
I love it. I love it.
I'm like a little too short to like even reach your feet.
So at that point, you guys are wrestling and kind of nudging each other while you're doing this stuff. You kind of nudge the statue, and the coin, it's still concrete, but it just kind of spins in between you
It
guys.
did drop. And I go for it. I go to grab it.
I take my mage hand and I swipe it.
Ah, cheater!
Both of you make dexterity checks.
This is awesome.
Damn it!
I got a 3.
Oh my god!
Hold on.
You both rolled threes!
Is that my modifier?
What's my modifier?
No,
A 6.
8.
So I got a 9.
So you see, swiping
I
blood
do
all over,
those
goes
only if I
over.
get a 1.
The mage hand comes right, swipe.
Oh, barely! Barely!
I got it!
How is your modifier a 6 for dexterity?
Mine's plus
She's a
5!
rogue.
Because she's a rogue.
Yeah.
No,
Alright,
I sit there and I'm like,
so you now have
leave us.
a chiseled out
That's hilarious.
coin.
But I know you have it!
That was amazing.
I can't get any better.
Both rolled threes.
That was a high point
Well,
of the
the
night.
coin came off of hers. Is anything gonna come off the other statues?
No.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
So, are we ready to, kind of regroup and get ready to leave? Or are we gonna keep on trying to spend more time and resources trying to figure out the handprints?
I don't care about the cans anymore.
I feel like there's gotta be something good with those damn
They're
handprints.
probably.
And it's been too difficult to get into.
Or we know where this castle is. We can come back.
Well,
But
only
will we?
one person has rolled a history check on those hands, right?
I can roll a history check.
There's been multiple checks
I
done
feel like there's been
Yeah.
since
multiple
we've been
checks.
here.
There's
Yeah.
only been one history check.
But one
though.
history check is what
Yeah,
I'm
I was
saying.
the only one who did a history.
Somebody
I didn't
else
roll.
could do a
I
history
rolled
check.
okay.
I can roll a history.
When we first went down, we did a history check. I don't think either of y'all were here that night.
Okay.
Oh
They
yeah.
did a history check and they found that it was new. The handprint was new, over top, new
Newer than the castle.
dwarf making, over top of. So the walls were old dwarf.
And we didn't
Right.
find anything
Construction.
in the manuscripts in the cave, like up against the desk, that like referenced the hands or anything at any point.
No,
We have-
Can we talk to the spider lady? Does she?
What do you know about the hands?
Resummon the queen.
Does she
Oh, what
have
about Gundren? Does he?
We already asked him. He doesn't.
I missed that part.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know anything
I thought
Um,
about us, but we're not
Well,
dark elves.
you're a human girl. She's a human girl. And I point at the snowflake, the Mystra statue. And he's a human male. He's a human male. And I point at the lavender god of mourning and renewal. And I feel like that would be some kind of connection to paladins. Why don't we try having you and Falco touch simultaneous? Touch the hands, to be specific.
Everybody go touch the hand.
Sure. Alright. I mean, I'm down to try it.
Touching tonight.
So much touching.
Okay.
Gingerly touch fingertips.
What are you guys
So
doing?
much hand touching.
What are you guys doing?
So
We're gonna
where are
try
the
that.
hands?
One is on the way down there, and one is in the.
Oh,
the way
yeah,
down.
yeah,
Chamber.
yeah.
Alright,
Hammer.
I'll go down to the chamber downstairs.
Yeah.
And I'll be the in between.
What are you guys doing differently this time?
We
We're
want
trying
two
her
human
and
hands
Falco
to
to
touch.
Falco's not there.
Well, I'll go tell Falco that we have a new plan.
Can Falco and Azazel and Gundren show back up at this point, or
We're not
did,
hitting
did,
that
did Gundren find his map?
We don't know yet.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
You guys haven't.
Well, if
Give me
he's
time to
still over
switch
there,
over.
we would have stayed with him. Like
Okay.
Well,
it
we'll
would have
wait
been
to
an all or
switch
nothing
then.
group.
I forgot
So-
it. I didn't know that there was a map. I'm sorry.
Gundren was looking for a map apparently. I'm summoning if Falco went with Gundren to check on me.
Alright,
Okay.
we'll keep this plan in our back pocket.
Okay,
pocket.
so then let's move forward with map.
Yeah,
Mapping.
go help Gundren look for the
That,
map.
we gave hands a good shot. We give it a rest for
For now, anyway,
Okay.
we've got one plan left.
Okay,
Okay.
so you guys all meet up back with Gundren and everybody else?
You-
Yeah. 6.
I can't do it.
So Gundren said, how 30 have you searched this castle? I need to find my map. I can't leave without this map.
We could certainly try again, but I mean, we've searched fairly thoroughly, but only as thoroughly as we can in battle. We've been fighting this whole thing.
For all those.
Well,
map.
He doesn't know secret passageway. The hands open up.
Yeah, I'll bet you the map is in the secret passageway.
But the hands open up.
well, okay, so
Oh.
and we've thoroughly
Good.
stripped like the boss man's bodies and that sort of thing. There's
You
no
strip,
map on
you
the
you
boss
strip
man.
both bosses.
Mhm.
Yep.
It's,
How about this room?
it's
Well,
possible that the boss that got away had the map. Because one of them did escape.
There was a boss
Yeah.
that escaped.
She was a yeah.
She was
She-
that
she,
one
She
uh,
was from a someone doom.
Yeah, she dimension door after she got low on health.
She was apparently
Gundren
one
says,
hit point away
"What?
from dying.
Who got away?
Hooded figure, like to summon
Oh,
demons
right,
and sick
her.
them on people.
The one that wore the mask, or not mask, but like a scarf or something over her
Can't
face.
say I know who that is. The last person I know that had it was King Grawl.
King
She
Grawl.
was with King Grawl whenever we came in and started fighting with them.
I don't think we've searched the king's chambers very well.
Yeah?
Which is
Is
right
that
here, right?
right
You
here?
haven't searched in here yet.
It was kind of, but not like super thorough.
Well, then let's do it.
Alright.
Search!
Searching.
Is it an
The jump?
Somebody other than me should look, because I've got a
I'm gonna-
negative modifier for this.
I'll use investigation. Right.
Mine's only +2.
Gundren will give you advantage as help.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
I will need that.
Oh,
my word.
Can I
So
investigate
6.
also?
2 people are allowed to do an action.
Oh, but I get
Do you want to get
Also
help from
advantage.
someone?
Yes, please.
I will
That
give you
someone will
help.
have to roll 10 to roll.
16, so you're
Yeah.
good.
Ooh, do I get to roll again?
There's an iPhone charger.
Oh, come on! It was almost 18! What the hell?
Oh, that
You
was
guys
painful
bring
to
it
watch.
down,
Oh,
please.
sorry.
David's already
nothing.
screaming his head off.
I found that.
Okay.
That was ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you already put David down. Okay. No.
Oh, buddy.
Go to sleep.
If people are talking down here, you can't hear it upstairs, but anytime anybody yells, it's like
Okay.
in his bedroom.
Yeah, we didn't know you'd put him down.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's fine.
Oh, come on. That was painful to watch.
Does anybody else want to try anything?
Come on.
Yeah, I
Um,
can't find anything. I like.
I'm just gonna start opening every drawer and every door I can find in there, and
Okay.
turning over bed covers and ripping open his.
I thought we
Mattress.
investigated that room. Like,
No, you guys haven't.
oh, before we.
You,
Okay.
you looted the bodies.
Okay.
Somebody else want to investigate?
Can I can't roll another
find
investigation,
anything.
right?
No.
Can I roll perception?
You roll perception, yeah.
Really?
That'd be helpful.
What is happening? We burned all our nat 20s.
Alright, I have 15. I rolled a 15 for perception.
Oh no, it was a 2
Yeah,
when I
right now he's
when I put it down.
Perception, you see,
But
this is obviously his living quarters, so you see the table. I mean, he's a bugbear, so he's not got a lot of fancy things.
Yeah.
He's got his cooking basin, a little fire basin to be warm. He's got a few barrels of both water and ale. He's got his bed. There's
Okay.
just kind of
I'm
your,
gonna start using my Sith and just like start like any like just kind of just like ransacking. We're ransacking at this
Okay.
point. We don't want we don't care.
It's a long shot, but we wouldn't happen to have any locate object spells on us, would we?
I don't.
That would be useful.
I know that's a cleric spell. That
Wait, so they took the map from him?
Mm-hmm.
so
Why
he's-
would they have kept
so
the map in the room?
to help you guys out, he begins to,
Andrew wasn't
because
in
you
his
guys are confused, he begins to explain, yes, I intended to meet you guys in Fendelin, and obviously I was sacked on the way.
Yeah.
Because I had the location, I was gonna have you guys help me get to Wave Echo Cave
Okay.
and then set up.
Right.
So I was sacked, they brought me here through means, and they took my map, and they were going to head out to the Wave Echo Cave.
So they took his map.
So the girl has it. That's
I don't know,
almost like
that's
almost,
what I'm asking you
yeah,
guys.
almost for sure the girl has it then.
I feel like the king would have had it. If anybody's gonna have something of any import, it's gonna be the one with the highest authority,
Right.
which would be the king.
Unless
But they were together
Right.
and we killed the king and she disappeared out in thin air.
Yeah, but she didn't like
If she
get
did-
anything before she.
imagine her role as the court wizard. If she was the one researching downstairs in that chamber, she could have dimension door across the chamber, but had been using that for her research.
She did dimension door at one
She
point
was
in the fight.
looking for Wave Echo Cave from the stuff that Falco found in
Yeah.
the desk.
She's the one who's got the map.
So
Maybe.
it would make sense if that he would have given her the map to look over to add to her research.
Do we
Or
have
find
any way
the
to
king.
scry on her?
Ooh, scrying now. Or find her? Is there any way to find her?
Clerics have the ability to scry. We might want. We might want
I
to
don't have all
take
my
a rest so
spells.
that she can prepare whatever spell she needs, maybe, so we can scry on her.
I can look, but
He just grunted a couple times and now he's asleep with his butt up.
yeah, Regina should look too. She knew all about what I could do.
Where is Regina?
It like physically hurts to sleep and cry, but
What you guys doing?
the most he's
Am I
ever
done
cried
signing
is
yet?
10 minutes.
Yeah, you're done, you're long
Okay.
done summoning.
What were you summoning?
My familiar. It
Yeah.
takes an hour and 10 minutes to summon it.
Oh.
Look how happy he is.
We have a little
We're
animal now.
Kara's looking through her.
So you wanna explain what everybody sees now?
But usually
Okay,
guys
so
can't
I'm assuming everyone walks in like right before I finish summoning. So you see like a reddish portal kind of open up in front of me. I've got a bunch of like stuff written on the table around me and everything. You see a reddish portal open up and a little like 2-foot red humanoid figure with horns and red wings and a big scorpion tail pops out and kind of hisses something at me. I hiss something back, and it flaps its wings, goes up to the air, and then turns into a raven.
What?
It shapeshifts into a raven and then lands on my shoulder.
That's cool.
So This is my familiar Poe.
Poe.
His name is Poe.
Nice.
Really cute.
It was
Okay.
like
Nice to meet you,
experiments
Poe.
I want a
Alright, what are you guys doing?
She's looking through her spell list. So Regina, if you want to look through your spell list, that is, if you have any kind of scry spell that you can prepare.
I know that I don't.
Well, I know that you don't have anything ready, but you have access to all the cleric spells, and I think scrying is one of them.
Don't you have to
You
have
just
an
have to
item
I
from
don't know
said
that it's
person in order to
available
scry
at this
them?
level.
You have to have an item or know who the person is and like know what they look like.
Like,
But we don't
like
know.
to
either.
Gundren
We know what they
know?
look like.
Gundren would know.
A hood-
to
a
scry
hooded
and
masked
look-
figure.
Yeah. We can try it.
Oh yeah, mine is
Um,
detect more people and
When she summoned the barbed demon, she broke a vial on her hand and threw it on the ground.
Good call.
If there's any of the vial left, it might be enough.
I'm sure there's still glass and vial.
We should probably look for that and see if it didn't get scattered by the fight.
Good call.
I'll figure it out.
Somebody want to do an investigation check for that glass vial?
There's a
Glass
little
vial.
but his investigation
Last
is
aisle, by
horrific.
+5. 13, so 18.
18. Okay, so you notice she was kind of over here.
She was like right in here.
She broke it. There's obviously, so when she did, she kind of spread the blood around. And there's glass there, you can see.
I found some glass!
Say that.
Is any
Keep
of-
it safe. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Is any of her blood there? 'Cause that would
Ooh, that would be a
better
powerful-
connection.
Is there blood on the glass?
There's blood,
There's blood on the glass!
but you don't know what blood because the vial was full of blood.
Mm.
I don't know whose blood it is, but
There's
it's
blood.
glass on the blood.
So-
The blood on the glass.
At least save the glass.
So we might.
Sorry, my domain doesn't have
Oh, it's in the main specific.
Does anybody have a
Okay, I have the locate object, but it has to be
Strong
within,
bag of
it has
holding
to
and
be within
everything
1,000
else.
feet.
If it's in the castle, that would be good enough.
Okay.
You wanna tell me?
So apparently in some games a bag of holding can pull spells. I was assuming
what'd you find
where
out,
they
Ian?
every time they get a full scroll of fire.
I can't prepare locate object.
Okay.
I think that would be worth a try, just in case she didn't take it. If it's in the castle, we can find it.
Yeah, it has to be, the object has to be within 1,000 feet.
Mm.
And if the object is in motion, it just tells me the direction of its movement.
Okay.
So if somebody had it, but I don't know if that also qualifies for the 1,000 feet.
I don't think so. I think the 1,000 feet is only for if it's stationary and you know where it tells you where the location
So
is.
what do you need to do to prepare that?
I actually don't have to do anything, just as one action.
Do you have it already learned?
So
With
the
clerics,
thing-
you have access to all their spells.
well, though I
But
have
you have to
7
prepare
out of
them.
I have 7 out of 8 of
Right.
my spells prepared.
Mm.
So can I just add it then?
Oh, nice.
Because you.
Typically, it's a long rest to switch spells.
Yeah.
Which is why I wanted to ask.
Well, for her it's just a short rest because
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
still, since I only have 7 out of
true.
my 8 spells
But still
prepared.
4
So yeah,
hours.
she doesn't need to do any of that if she's got it over.
Okay,
Alright,
fine. For
so
you
what would you guys
guys,
like
I'm
to do?
doing it then.
Dude, that would be useful all around. You
So-
can outside of this
Okay.
situation.
Explain what you're doing.
So,
Go ahead.
locate object, I just have to describe or name an object that's familiar to you, so like I know we're looking for his map, and then I sense a direction to the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of me.
There's a quandary though. I don't think it's familiar to you. You haven't
Okay.
held it. You haven't seen it.
So,
I think
would,
if Gundren describes it well enough, I think that usually counts, right?
would that be good enough?
Roll a d20.
Okay. Can I add anything to my D20?
No, straight d20.
Oh, 19.
Okay,
Nice.
all out.
Yes.
Clutch.
Okay. I guess in the future though, I would like to know what familiar qualifies.
Familiar
as.
means you've seen it, you've held it.
Okay.
It's kind of like, you're familiar with those dice. You're familiar with your
Okay.
shirt.
you could recognize it if you saw
You
it.
recognize it if you saw it.
Okay.
You haven't seen this yet, but I'm gonna allow it because
Okay.
you rolled that. So,
Okay.
you're going to cast this?
Yeah.
Is there a time frame on it?
It just says action.
Okay, alright, so you go ahead and describe what you're doing, and then I'll.
Just give me any hints in here, or can I just make something up? No, I just close my eyes and I glow a little, And I then open my eyes knowing what.
Okay.
Knowing what?
So you see Anarion kind of pause in the room, and she kind of see her hair blow a little bit. She kind of like glows a little, and her eyes open, and she goes, "Son of a bitch!"
Son of a bitch.
She looks straight over to the bed because that's where you see it.
We're so retarded. We're all blind.
On the bed.
Damn natural twos.
So it was tucked underneath the cushion.
He hid it. He hid it under his pillow, y'all.
You guys failed 4 rolls.
Roasted.
Is there any money under there with it?
Yep.
We wouldn't know.
Yeah, locate platinum.
Locate platinum. All these little.
The entire castle lights up to the walls.
Yeah.
That's what those handprints were. It was a vending machine.
It's like Ant-Man, you do it in the castle shrinks.
Alright, so you guys flip open the mattress, and underneath the mattress is a leather sack with 220 silver pieces.
Ooh, yes.
Nice.
This bag of holding.
He is.
Go ahead and write it down so we don't have to pause. I mean,
Yeah, go for it.
There we go.
220 silver pieces, 20 platinum pieces, 3 potions of healing,
Ooh.
and Gundren's map to Wayback Cave.
Nice.
Great potion.
Doing this next.
20 platinum.
Gundren runs over. Yes, Jess, this is
220
it.
silver.
Oh, thank you so much. He kind of like gives you a hug, even though you're like 2
Right
feet taller.
there.
Yeah.
Just on the hug.
Yeah.
So he grabs it.
I was like,
He just starts like muttering to himself, like
I know that
just talking about how he spent so much time researching, and I know this is it. This has got to be it. And then he turns to you guys. I need to go do more preparation in Phandelver. What do you guys do?
Well, I feel like considering how important this map is, just in case we get separated from it again, maybe we should try and make a copy real quick.
Yes, that's a great idea. You guys.
Does anybody have any?
I have some spare paper that Falco found.
Yep. All right.
Perfect.
So
So,
that would be
who is making the copy?
someone with a good dexterity, because drawing, I'm assuming, would it be sleight of hand?
Probably Val.
It's not sleight of
Val or
hand.
Kara.
Hold on, let me pull
I
my.
have really good
Or someone who's
dexterity.
This
I'm not even gonna call it that. I would call it a performance.
performance.
Yeah.
Performance.
That's
I have
tough
plus
hero.
3.
I got +3 in performance with Azazel.
Are we good?
And then someone can
Anybody have better than +3?
give
I don't think
assistance
so.
if they like.
Let me check. I have a +1.
I have just have a +1, and I have.
What about Falco? He's got.
I
You
think
got a
that's
+2 on
dated
performance.
things.
Oh,
Not
you're right,
paper
that's
ones.
So yeah, Val and Azazel can try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody want to
So-
do assistance or
I
Who
will,
is
I will help you.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
Nope.
Did not assist.
negative.
What are we looking for now?
No,
I got a 1, but I'm
Nice.
lucky, so I'm gonna
There you
roll
go.
again.
We're trying to make a copy of the map.
What do we need to roll? though?
Performance.
10, so 13.
Azazel got a 17 +3, so a 20.
Oh,
Nice.
there you go. Okay.
So you guys successfully make a decent copy of the map.
Yay. Good
Put
call.
that in the
Times
bag
two.
of holding with the rest of our crap.
Mm-hmm.
That weighs nothing though, right?
Yeah.
It's a piece of paper.
That's the straw that broke it.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, we do not want that thing to fall apart.
That has everything will go into the warp
Yeah.
fields.
Including
Dive in
us.
after.
We should probably.
You
All right.
never come back.
So Gundren says, so Gundren speaks up after you guys do this. He goes, "Thank you very much. Again, I will hold my bargain to you when we see you again soon. I need to go make preparations, and then I will see you at Wayback Cave when you are able to come. Do you know about how long that will be?"
Well, I figure we're probably wanting to head straight there ourselves, and on the way, I've got a score to settle with some orcs.
Ooh, what's this about orcs?
There's we've heard rumors of orcs around Wyvern Towers, which is east of here, which happens to be on the way to Wayback Cave.
Okay, sounds
We're gonna
good.
try and see if we can meet up with our dearly friends,
Yes.
dearly beloved friends.
Well, that sounds like a good plan. That'll give me some time to do what I need to do while you're out getting some ears. Some trophies.
Are
I'll
there-
save you a nose.
Are there any cities or villages on the way to Wyvern Tour that we could empty out some of our items from the bag of holding, sell them maybe,
That
Yes.
would be a good call.
upgrade some equipment?
One of you guys has the map. I've given you guys like 2 maps. I don't have one.
I think Andrew has our map.
He does he?
I don't know who else had a map.
Oh, you know what? I took a picture of it
Picture?
just
Yeah.
for this
Yeah,
exact
I'm very sure we
situation.
have a
I
picture.
never know where it is.
There's no towns in
It's in
between.
my D&D folder.
Yeah. You might want to consider a detour on the way to Wyvern Tour so you can
I concur.
upgrade a few people's stuff because last time
Okay, I'm dumping this
the
picture
upgrades we got last time came in very
Yeah.
useful.
into the D&D chat
Again,
so
cool.
we can all have it.
Yay.
I think it's in there.
I missed
somewhere.
the last town
We
visit.
just have to go, you have to
Yeah.
go into the.
I haven't been able to.
Not everybody did something.
So, ask me what I'm not sure what you're asking, so that I can give you an answer.
We wanna know about,
Are there any towns east of here?
towns.
There's just the there's Fandelver, which is southeast, which obviously you know where that is.
We could take a detour there.
I mean, southeast, then we just head back up north.
Looks like Coneyberry is east of here.
Fandelver or Fandelen?
Fandel,
Fandel.
sorry.
I think Fandelen's the closest to where we're going.
Well, east is Coneyberry.
Is ruins.
Oh, that's
Coneyberry
really
is
yeah.
a deserted town. Yes.
It's a square. not
Yeah,
a circle.
I think Fandelen, if we want to do a town first.
Vandalen is. Though I'm confused about that 'cause it's a circle, but oh, it's a town.
Which way is Neverwinter?
All the way up north.
Northwest.
Okay.
Northwest.
Yeah,
the
it's
complete
way up.
opposite
So
direction.
That the
Neverwinter's up
opposite
here.
way.
I'm guessing
Okay.
that's where the mine is
Yeah.
on the map, or that's where he thinks it is, and Fandelen's directly south of there. Because there's Coneyberry, which is east of us, so we're like off the side of the map over here.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
And
Old Owl
we're headed
Well, High
towards-
Spire
which is where we, where
Oh,
we
Sword
have to
Mountains.
be.
We're going east of here, so
East near the base of the Sword Mountains. So
I'm assuming
yeah,
we follow the
Fandalen.
road.
Yeah. Fandel.
So
First we need to go to Fandel.
Yeah, Fandalen has a road to it, and it's actually really close to where we're going in
We're
the Sword
heading to the
Mountains.
Sword Mountains.
Okay, let's do it.
Alright, I'm game.
Let's go find Larry.
Yeah. Hope our donkey's still there.
Oh no.
You did tie him off, right?
He's probably with the wolf still.
Is he a monkey?
Can we
My-
tie him up?
with
He's
my
probably
owl
dead
bear.
then. Who's feeding him?
Well, we haven't been in here that long. It's just been like a day and a half.
He's just eating grass.
Yeah.
A winky wonky
Yeah.
donkey?
Oh my gosh.
A honky.
So what are you guys doing?
A honky tonky winky wonky
We're-
donkey?
We're gonna get our mule and cart and start heading to Fandalen.
And Wolf.
Okay. So that's about a 2-day trip. It'll take you about a full day to get out of the woods, and then another full day to get to Fandel.
Oh jeez.
Find some more pigs.
Yeah, let's hunt some piggies. So a quick question to the group. Looking through our inventory, I know we've got a javelin. Does anybody have claim on that? Does anybody want that?
Javelin?
If nobody else wants, is it
That's
anybody opposed to me snagging it from me?
not opposed.
Awesome.
Hey, did you ever pull your axe out of the chest down in the chamber?
Yes, I did.
Retrieve.
Hey,
Mentioned
that-
that very
Don't say
specifically.
that you did, yes.
No, I specifically did. We can
Okay.
check the recording.
He did.
I said, well, walk up to it, grab my axe.
There was.
Oh, you're right. You did. I remember.
Hey,
that.
there's leather armor in there. Was it anything special about it, or was it just leather?
Oh,
Okay,
right.
let me have
On our way,
identified
we
any
should
of that yet.
probably check out our stuff.
If we want a couple people to sit in the back of the cart and identify stuff as we go, I'm assuming in 2 days
Go
we
through
could
books.
identify it all
Yeah.
for magic.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have to tell me which items.
All of the items that we found.
Alright.
Every
Oh,
single
good
one.
luck, John.
Is that something we could
Down
message
to the
about
coin.
later? Sex.
Right.
Yeah, going through all
Specifically-
that stuff is gonna take a while. Do we?
Well, because
We have 2 days.
I know,
Yeah.
but could we
Well, I mean,
message,
like,
like, talk
actual
about it later?
conversation.
Because Andrew has
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
full list and.
Yeah, well, specifically, I'm thinking the fancy light crossbow, the dagger, and the leather armor that we pulled off of Yogg or Yegg.
Yeah.
Can we say like as we're traveling, someone's in the back of the car trying to identify because that takes an
I
hour.
can give you that right now.
Okay.
The light armor is just light armor.
Mhm.
The crossbow is a +1 crossbow.
Okay. Plus.
What about the dagger?
Dagger, just a dagger.
Where did you need it?
What's that? I don't need it, but does anybody want the disguise kit? I'm
Don't
sure
need
that
it.
could come in
Have it
useful.
already.
I got a hat.
You've got the hat, so we don't need it. You've got one already. You don't need it.
I'd take it if nobody else
Sure.
wants it.
Alright.
Could I have the +1 crossbow just so I could upgrade?
I'm not opposed.
Go for it.
Remember,
Do it.
it's a light crossbow.
That's already what I have.
Okay.
So.
Do it.
So is a +1, is that
So I
+1
can add
damage or
it
+1 to hit?
These cats.
You can look it up.
I think it's
Oh, okay,
both.
so it's already in.
I think it's both for +1.
I believe so. I believe it's both.
I don't even know how I would look that up here.
Pretty sure.
Just look up.
Enchanted items?
It's magical items. Whatever.
Do I put it
Just put light crossbow +1. What's that?
light crossbow?
Yeah, in
You,
the
you
manage
can look
equipment.
the item up in D&D Beyond.
So under manage equipment, you can go to add equipment and then just search in crossbows, and it'll be a green crossbow that says +1.
Ooh, sorry.
I think it's blue. I can't remember.
Blue is +2.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Uncommon.
I mean, I haven't spent hours and hours looking through the
Not
inventory.
at all.
What?
Crossbow hand +1.
Yep.
So-
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair colors?
No. Crossbow. Read it again. It should be light
Should be,
crossbow,
yeah,
not
light
hand
crossbow.
crossbow.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Hand crossbow is what Val has.
Oh, right, I need to add javelin.
Anything else? What do you guys?
I am going to spend an hour
I don't even know.
in the cart, just kind of like looking over my hand axe and this javelin I've got, and I'm going to start the process of bonding with
You
them.
can do that?
Yes.
I would like
my
to read
class
the
feature.
book about Fandelen,
History of Fandel.
History of Fandelen, while I'm in the cart.
Okay. And while you're looking that one, I would also like to read the one on conjuration at some point during the 2 days.
Can I get your pen real quick?
Yes.
I think.
And conjuration?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at the necromancy one.
I thought that was one for Gina, but
She was interested in it as well.
What is it?
Necromancy.
Oh yeah, sounds like a
The
good
clerics share it.
I assume the clerics are going to both look over it.
Look, let's read.
Well, let's read together. I will read out loud first.
Okay. I'll do a brief description of these, and then I'll do some homework and give you a more detailed probably.
Okay.
So, history of Foundown. It was a small mining town that was next to this Wave Echo Cave, where there was harmonious living between the elves and the dwarves, where they had a pact called the Fendelver Pact, which is why I get Fandela and Feldelver mixed up all the time, which is stupid because I could have named it something else.
It was elves and what?
Elves and dwarves. And then at some point, I forget what they call it, the battle or whatever. A huge wave of orcs came through the entire fjord, the entire area, and wiped out the town, and wiped out the mine, which is why it's been lost since then.
Works.
Yep. So that is really brief history of Fendelver. Fendel, sorry. And obviously, it's been resettled to a small extent. In the area, there's been a rekindling of people trying to find the Wave Echo Cave, and that's why there's so many miners and explorers in the Fandelen area.
Interesting.
Conjuration is the study of magic, where you conjure, you use your spiritual to conjure items, conjure beings, conjure different things, basically bringing stuff out of essence into being. Necromancy is the use of more darker magic to bring to life things that are dead, or to sicken things that are alive.
Ooh. I didn't know that part.
Yes. Okay, so I'll say at this point, you guys have probably spent the day and gotten pretty close to the edge of the forest. So the edge of the forest. I don't know if you guys have your map or whatever, but your speed is halved because it's rough terrain. So that's why it's taking longer to get out of the forest.
Before we get out of the
my
forest-
natural terrain,
Hmm.
and so I.
You can move faster, but everybody else
What
can.
is my party?
There goes Bryn.
Yeah.
She's scouting.
Read it for me. Maybe I.
Is it
Feats and trades probably.
Yeah.
Favorite terrain. While traveling for an hour or more in your chosen terrain, difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel, and your group cannot become lost except by magical means.
Nice.
You remain
What?
alert to danger
That cuts
even
our
when you are
travel time down.
engaged in another activity. You can move stealthily at a normal pace while alone. Foraging food.
Okay, so that puts you right about on the road area.
Yep.
Do you want to camp? Where you guys want to camp? Where you guys want to stop?
Real quick before we go that far, while we were still in the forest, after I would have gotten done with my bonding, I would have liked to do some hunting.
Okay. What are you
So-
hunting?
Just any kind of game that I can find.
Okay. Roll a.
Moose.
Are we camping? Or
We will.
It's
be.
going to be survival.
Okay.
so did he leave the group while we were still moving?
No.
I don't know.
Sorry, 1 second. I had to get back in.
How long are you taking to do this?
I don't know. Doesn't. Just while we're. I mean, I wouldn't have gone super far. It would have just been like.
Perimeter.
Yeah.
Asked, is he doing this while we're still moving? Because it sounds like a good way to get lost.
Survival, so 20.
20? Okay, so you definitely are able to locate a few of these, they look like deers, but they have different styled antlers, much more branched antlers than what we would consider deer.
So I am going to shoot at it with, or throw my javelin at it.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
We just slowed down.
Ugh. That's a 15 or 14 to hit.
Yeah, that hits, yeah.
Okay. So that is that's a new weapon.
Intelligence. Okay.
So 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Freaking
Okay,
you
They
drop it.
They keep
I
adding.
drop it.
You drop it.
Nice.
What about
Okay.
Rick and Morty?
I am going to try and skin it.
Under
Okay,
preference.
go ahead.
So that's an
That's
18.
For sources and content.
18?
They now have Rick
For
and Morty
survival again?
content.
Yep.
Okay, you definitely get
I don't know.
a hide and some meat.
Sweet. Can I harvest the antlers at all?
Yeah,
With that?
yeah, with that.
Okay.
So at this point,
And
we're
I
gonna
will
keep
rejoin the
hunting.
group.
I was gonna say we're gonna leave you. The card's still moving.
Well, no, I've been hunting in the same path as the car. Like, I'd be going with you guys. I'd be just a little bit behind.
I'm not
you
sure
guys.
that's how hunting works.
I was saying while you're skidding, the cart.
That's how-
Obviously, not
This
with the
time,
group. I'm off in the
Yeah.
distance, but going the same direction, so I'm not falling too far behind.
Now you're running after us
Alright.
Yes.
on the donkey.
Stubby little legs.
Okay.
So we get to the road.
for me on your little legs.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
time of day is it?
It's late night. So
Can't
when
be.
you came out of the castle, it was midday. So you
Okay.
guys are marching to get your 8 hours of yeah, you're gonna come up late at night to the road area.
Alright, so I think we should camp off the road, obviously, like in the woods a little ways.
Yeah, it's usually.
Can
what we
I,
do.
I wanna send my familiar up and have him fly around and look for a clearing that's a little ways off the road. Just kind of scan the area around us. I have a 1 mile range.
Okay.
that
So
I
you
can
do a scouting. A
perception.
perception, yeah. Sorry.
So this is where I'm kind of confused because I'm looking through his senses. What do you use, my perception or his?
Huh.
Well, if you're looking through, I think the way they've done it on
It's-
Critical Role with their familiar is if you're looking through him, you're using yours.
Yeah, because he doesn't have an
Yeah.
actual perception skill listed.
Yeah.
You're
So-
using yours.
Okay, so I'd use mine. And he would have. Same with dark vision. Would I use my 60-foot dark vision or his 120-foot dark vision? So I'm using his senses.
Yeah, you
but
can't combine both.
yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering.
If you want to use yours for the perception, you got to use yours for the
Yeah.
dark.
That's what I was wondering. So okay, so
Interesting.
what does that say?
19.
19 plus 2, so I got a 21 to look for a clearing.
It's not bad.
I think he's
But
gonna
you
get
got a 2
that.
to look for a map.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't using the familiar then.
Oh right, 'cause this is still the castle.
So you got 21 perception?
Yes.
So you're definitely able to find a little hidey clearing spot in the brush. You want overcast, or you want tree coverage or non-tree coverage?
Like a clearing that's a little ways off the road that we can go to and actually set up a camp that isn't like in brush.
Heavy brush. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely find a little spot to set up.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it was, well, I know where he is and I know where I am, so I'm able to I can direct the.
So you guys are
part of
setting
the-
up tents, fires, the whole nine.
Quick question. Oh, go ahead.
Are me and Arian switching off for guard duty since we're elves?
It's usually what we do. I'm fine with doing that again.
Alright, that way we all get a long rest.
Okay. Does anybody want to do anything else before you guys?
The deer meat I got, how much would you say I got?
It
Have you
was a
used
small
any
one, so
spell
I'll
slots or
give you
anything?
10 pounds.
Can I go first because I used my spell
10
slot?
pounds?
Really? Oh, dear.
Yeah.
That's a right.
The size of
I
a
should have used
You
my
dropped
spell
him
slots.
by 4 damage.
8 damage.
8 damage, sorry.
Before I
That's a
before I go to
large rabbit.
before I go to sleep, I'm just gonna tell my familiar to go up every once in a while and like do a quick circle around the camp and see if it spots anything sneaking up on us.
Ah.
Is anybody doing anything else before you guys
I'm gonna do
long
like
rest?
my monthly nightly stretching rituals.
Okay. Gonna do some Tai Chi in the woods.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just
Cool.
meditating.
Okay, anything else? You guys good? Okay, Aaron, go ahead and roll perception for 2. I'll say do 2 of them.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the first one. So since he doesn't have a perception, would I add his wisdom, which is the perception
Yeah.
one? So we would have
Wisdom
a
modifier.
10 on the first one.
Okay, do the second one.
The second, he gets a 19.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Alright, so who's taking first shift?
I am. Well,
No.
yeah, no, I'm sleeping first. Sorry.
I'm taking first.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
That's +5, right?
you're plus 6.
You
I
fell
think she fell
Balls
asleep.
indeed.
She got a 1.
Okay.
So you both take a long rest.
Technically, I have a 7.
So she's sleeping as well. Got it. We're both sleeping.
That one.
Meditating with one eye open.
So everything having happened lately, you've been pretty tired, and you taking first shift, you're like, man, I should have taken second shift. Kind of nodding off a little bit.
Does it help that my familiar is there? He's a wolf.
Yeah. Well, roll around for the wolf.
Okay,
That's why I don't have dog. Dog.
I don't know what that is.
Tell me somebody's at the door.
Get in the menagerie there.
I don't have a modifier for.
You gotta look up the wolf. Here, let me
I have no idea how to do that.
I didn't do that
give me
yet.
give me a second. I have it on here.
Okay.
I can always hold my eye.
Google. I want D&D Beyond. Okay.
You might want to try not doing it with the dice box.
It's just a regular wolf, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Regular.
I guess we need the time to do where I just change
Just scroll down.
Why is there we go, wolf. Okay, stats for the wolf. He has a wisdom of, or he gets has a skill perception plus 3.
So I got 11. For the wolf.
So the wolf got 11?
Yep.
Okay.
I do not
If
see
you're
it.
preparing a new spell, too.
So you guys
A little bit
Long
better.
rest usually.
are, so you're like kind of nodding off, and your wolf kind of goes,
The look on his face though is like, oh,
but doesn't really
kind of creepy.
alert or anything, doesn't
That's really funny.
sound off anything. It said this here.
Wait, Trisha, did you get to
Did I not go?
No, this is what it looks like now.
2d8
No,
plus
I
2.
didn't go far enough. No, I didn't.
I need you guys to set up your camp.
I'll back it. So 2d8.
Oh, crap.
I'll go
I didn't go far down.
So
Well, I'm sleeping in the car.
6 plus
Cyrus,
2
can you
plus
think, John? I'm the
Marty starts sleeping back.
yellow.
Maybe
Yeah.
Thank
Not
God.
full like that one.
Like not full mullet.
But like with a shirt.
Alright, where you guys at?
The bang.
He looks 12. He looks
So bad. He looks like a creeper.
You guys, where you guys at?
here.
Yeah, I'll probably be there.
We're probably in the car.
Is there
with
enough
me.
room for this?
I think there's 2 of us in the car. We're sleeping. We're snuggling.
John, do you want to give us a size of the?
Small.
We're making up after our fight.
Okay, I do.
Gotcha.
We'll say that.
You got the coin. It's
I
fine.
sit there and I polish my coin. That's
I'm-
made
I'm
of
meditating.
stone, so it doesn't
Is that what
matter.
you've named it?
Oh, I'm meditating.
I polish my coin all the time.
You know what, though?
Here.
I read the history of
We'll
the
save
goddess,
this
and
in the
apparently halflings specifically have a thing with
I'll
her.
just put my
Like they
authority
think that
with
she's
them.
actually a halfling.
Interesting.
Yeah, that conned
Guns.
everybody else into worshiping her.
That's hilarious.
Or if that is
So
that's
she's
the,
a
that's
rogue
the
cleric?
fire, then
Specifically a halfling for some reason. I don't know.
scattered
Yeah.
around the fire.
Sure.
So you're asleep.
Figure everyone
Everybody's
just
asleep.
run to sleep for. Are they sleeping in the cars?
We're all sleeping in the car. Pile up.
Oh wait, we're
We here.
Wolf.
Here we'll use this to keep her
yeah,
familiar.
she's a wolf.
That can be her wolf
Oh,
familiar.
okay.
Since we don't
We're
have
together.
Ren.
Andrew has me.
He's not a big fan of this right now.
I know. We'll notice.
Oh my gosh, the new iPhone has 3 cameras.
What's the dice?
How long
Pro.
did we make it into our sleeping?
Yeah.
Did we make it 4 hours in the
There's-
night?
There's an iPhone 11. There's an iPhone 11
That's the
Pro,
S10.
and then there's an iPhone 11 XL.
Yeah, I want it.
One of those is a light sensor, I think.
It's obnoxious.
This is an iPhone?
No, that's a S10.
No, that's my.
Oh, your guys's. I was
Yeah.
like, that's fine.
That's a S10.
That's a lot of cameras.
5 or
Okay. Sorry, I had to catch up. You guys went a totally different direction, so I'm playing catch up. So you guys failed on perception really on the first rounds. Even the scout in the air failed on the first round.
Great.
So out of nowhere, a javelin comes flying through the air, going through.
who's it going for?
Completely misses.
So,
How long were we in camp before this happened?
I feel like somebody would have heard the
Say
thud of
about
a javelin.
What's that?
Did someone wake up to the thought of a
That's,
javelin?
I'm getting to it. So, you guys hear a javelin flying through, kind of passes through, thung, hits the ground. At that point, you are alerted. You kind of yell, "Something's going on!" And
Are we in initiative?
yep.
I'm gonna put my spell slot.
Are we all rolling in the
Yeah, we're all rolling.
I need.
I hate it so much.
Hey, Cyrus.
Every time.
Cyrus, the last time that I played for Denny doesn't feel like he
Whatever.
left
I
already.
focused
I'll
and
play
I rolled
Danny.
it
Yeah,
out.
thank you.
Sorry, what were you
I
saying?
put my dice in
Bye.
Yeah, he's.
Makes I get to go first.
Yeah, he's.
Hey.
He didn't want to bother anybody.
Well, for other people,
I hope you feel better.
Green.
What?
I hope you feel better.
Your bag.
He
More
probably
recent
has
release.
whatever weird headphone things going on.
Did he just leave?
He left.
Oh,
He didn't want to.
literally every single time
They were in your bag.
I rolled like so
Only
bad.
had.
Yeah, that's been this entire campaign for me.
Hey,
Always single digits.
did somebody missing a set of green dice? Because those were,
They're mine.
yeah, they were in my bag somehow.
Oh, weird.
I was
Well,
like, I don't have green
they've
dice.
been like in his
There's
bag
green
for
on the
like
table.
Yeah, I think these ones
No, no, they,
These are the ones that.
They-
Because you were playing
no,
John's.
because I pulled them all out
green
yesterday and they weren't there.
Oh, okay.
Because I pulled all of my dice out the other day.
Oh, weird.
No, that one I was just put behind you because I pulled out
It's just
whatever
initiative
I got
rolls.
earlier.
Oh wow.
Single digits every time.
Based on how I
It's okay, I looked.
Roll
Rolled pretty low today too. And
Did
this
you
one.
roll a 1?
What the hell?
I did roll one, but that's not unlike something I would do.
Is that
Don't roll the red one.
Jeez,
the
when
red
we
one
get
sucks.
attacked, we get attacked.
I'll explain in a minute.
There's a lot of us, you know.
We did
Maybe
base
they're
off the
nice.
entire cast.
That one
Maybe they
normally
think
is
we're
okay.
bad, but maybe they're
So-
actually
I feel like we're probably being hunted.
5.
We may have made some enemies.
need to roll for your wolf too.
Okay, so initiatives.
What's the
Write
what's
it down,
what's
write
his
it down,
he
write
has
it down.
a
Need my pen back.
dexterity 2, so he had a 20.
I didn't take.
John's got it.
Oh.
I had a +5, so that gives me 8.
Is there-
Okay.
Do you need a pen? I have another one.
My
Not
roll had
really.
20.
How many of us are there in the party? 10?
It's okay. Ezra's got 7 and Poe got 5.
Oh.
Alright, so Narion,
20.
20,
So Narian's first.
maybe. Zazzle,
7.
7, Bryn,
8.
8.
Can we,
Ember.
to make it easier on the initiatives, can we do brackets of numbers?
What do you mean?
Because
we
otherwise,
get through this tonight. Ember,
because otherwise I'm having to.
12.
12. So what I'm doing is I'm writing them down and then I'll number them in order.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I get
Falco,
what you're saying.
I forgot to roll factors. 1 second. Okay, 8 plus none, so 8.
8.
Mhm.
Phil,
3.
Ryder,
Switching dice for a minute.
20.
nice. Val,
Where are you?
11. Whisper,
You're there.
23.
nice. Belmer, who's rolling his?
Yeah, 23.
Belmer got a
You can go first if
14.
you want.
Okay, so order is Anarion
Okay,
at
wolf, the wolf
My
and
wolf
Poe.
got a 20.
20?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So
And my imp got a 5.
Okay.
We have some extraterrestrials in our
Yeah, let me,
Even your
Wow.
imp beat me.
that was up.
My wolf rolled an 18 and I rolled a 3.
Wolf had 18?
20 total.
20 total.
Sorry.
And the imp?
Imp had 5 total.
5. Okay, so Wolf, Ryder, and Anarion are tied for first.
Whisper got a 23, I thought.
Oh, sorry, second. Yes, Whisper had 23.
So Whisper. and
So then it's Belmere.
Okay.
And then Ember.
Okay.
And then Val.
Okay.
And then Bryn and Falco are tied.
Okay.
Then Zazzle.
Okay.
Then Phil.
What about the imp?
You limit my imp.
Yeah, Imp is last, sorry.
Okay, so after Phil.
No, your imp beat me. So
So it'd be right after
Oh yeah,
me.
sorry, I forgot. We rolled a 3.
I
Okay.
got a natural 1.
So at least me and my imp can go together.
That was a gandy.
Okay.
Oh, 'cause that's
So Wolf, Ryder, and Anarion, you guys are up.
Whisper's
no,
up.
Whisper's first.
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
I get it, hon. I
A
never
lot's
get to
going on.
play.
Hey, you should have got. You should have
Go
taken
ahead.
advantage on that check.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
It's too late now.
So it's 1 through 5. Apparently, I'm still sleeping. I'm the only one still.
I can't reach you.
No one got you up.
Which is 5 feet. It gets advantage.
Yeah. Which it is. It's not
Well,
really-
whenever they actually get up there, that's 5.
So, as you guys all wake up and wrestle, and these bugbears are just rushing at you. There they are, the murderers!
Oh yeah.
And you guys now remember that there was a group of bugbears outside the castle that you saw that you did not fight yet.
I could have sworn they came in the castle.
They did not. I kept them out so you would all live.
We appreciate you.
Fair. Fair.
But they tracked you down after finding their dead.
That tracks.
That
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yep, yep,
You
yep.
roll 2d4
So,
plus.
So we should,
Continue.
we should diplomatically
On
talk to
average,
them.
it would be 4, but you just roll 2d4.
Diplomatic mission!
Diplomatic immunity.
Alright.
Excuse me.
We don't want to
Okay,
fight.
so I'll start with.
Yeah, after you killed their king.
I'm gonna start with.
Holly! Holly!
I'm not sure if it qualifies.
Am I allowed to actually do my turn?
No.
D8. I'm gonna start with shooting 5 with my longbow.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like.
Ooh.
So my initiative was a nat 20. My
Why?
attack was a nat 1.
Whoa.
You always
No.
miss with your
So 2
bow, but then
points.
hit with your stone.
That's a scary
Okay,
tree.
so I go to use my bow and my arrow just snaps in half. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that away, and I'm pissed. So I'm gonna rage out into health.
Nice.
And then that's all I can do because I can change as a bonus action, but then I can't do
Okay.
anything else.
So she reaches her bow,
I
the
can-
arrow breaks.
I can finish movement, can I? Can you split your movement?
Yeah, you haven't moved yet.
Well, I moved a few, but I didn't move.
Yeah, finish your move. Yeah, you can always split movement between actions.
Yeah, as long as it's not a full action.
Okay, so then I can get up right to him and then just growl in his face.
Spit and bad dog breath right at him.
But I can't attack.
Yep.
In like the
Okay, so
Narian, Wolf, and Ryder are up.
canning jars are, they
Hey,
have ones
That
I
that
said-
is on deck.
I said, Ronnie, you can go first if you want.
and then they have,
If
they
you
sell the
Yeah,
tops
okay.
in 2-packs
Um,
with the tops and straws.
5,
And
10,
they go
15,
on
20,
any jars.
30, 40.
It's nice. I keep meaning to look for it and then I never do.
It's my baby bar.
I want to pull out my crossbow
Mhm.
and shoot number 4. And
Very classy.
aim and hit
Yeah.
number 4.
Okay.
Well, and you don't have to have the tops either because they're just, they fit your
Yeah,
hand.
you do crossbow.
And I have my new crossbow.
So they actually fit your
Plus
hand so you
1,
can drink.
so it's I did plus 7. And so that's 10.
So roll your d20 and your damage at the same time.
Finding my 8.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Making up for all those nat 20s,
Oh,
guys.
no. Shite.
No,
We're gonna die.
No. So that's
Yeah, rough
that's
fight.
8 to hit, which probably does not.
Does not, no.
I'm guessing. All right. 5, 10, and I am not in range to run any further to be able to attack.
Okay.
And I only have 1 attack per action.
Do anything else?
We turn my character, so I'm actually facing the bad guy. I don't wanna get shot in the butt.
I don't.
Don't
You
worry, I
guys
got it,
all
sorry.
faced. I mean, you guys are facing your attack.
I don't. Okay.
But I want my character.
All I heard is I want to get shot in the butt. Got me.
I think that's a universal.
The universal desire.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then either the wolf or Anarion.
Do you have a plan?
I don't have enough movement to actually reach a character, I don't think, so.
Where are you?
well,
Two, I think.
I have
You want me to go
one,
first then?
So, 1, 2, 3,
Well, either way, your wolf has got to do it.
7. I
Yeah.
can reach number 2, but it's
Maybe
a lot
what
better
I do
if it's not by
affects
myself.
something. I don't know.
So,
Yeah. Her wolf's a little squishy.
yeah.
Okay,
Well,
well,
his
go.
bonus is
It does have
attacking
pack
this.
tactic though, I think, right?
Yeah.
It does, but it has to be next to somebody.
That's why I was trying to get to Tricia, but I can only get to here.
Okay.
Anyway,
Unless you sprinted.
You gotta do something. So do you want me to go first or do you want?
I'm gonna go right here.
Okay.
No,
Does it have a
Well,
bonus
so
action?
No.
as a DM, I'll advise you if you're not going to attack or do anything, you might as well sprint up too.
If you can sprint, yeah.
There you go.
So,
Does that take a? Okay.
that's both my,
Both of the things. Great. So you're set up for the next turn.
Okay. So technically, I'm facing this way.
Mhm.
So I am going to. I'm pretty sure this is what I want to do. I am going to cast
Fireball!
That's my line.
Self-destruction.
Oh. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Against who?
The one that's not numbered.
Okay.
And
there's a not.
yeah, the actual dude.
Oh.
The middle dude.
And it's cause blah blah blah. I haven't played in a while now. It's this plus.
So
oh, I don't
anytime I
have.
do a combat or whatever, I don't have 15 minis of one kind of thing, so I always do like an example and then the numbers.
Can I have this and can I have her D6?
Ooh. What
Oh
you
boy.
doing? What you
Okay.
doing?
So if I hit.
What you got, girl?
Go, what you got?
Okay, let's see if I even hit. So 16 to hit.
16 to hit.
Ooh.
Just hit.
Oh!
Yes! Whew, okay.
Because that's a lot of
Alright,
d6s.
alright.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage to him.
Okay.
Is that plus anything?
It's just 4d6.
Okay.
So 10
Do
damage.
you want to explain what you're doing there?
Guiding bolt. A flash of light streaks down towards the creature of your choice. Oh, sorry. Right. So again, I do the blue glowy thing, and I close my eyes and I put my hands out, and then flash of light from the sky.
Okay. So you wake up, you're like,
Yeah.
this light just goes, this
Sleep
guy's
like me.
charging out of the woods. You see like singeing.
Yeah. Then an important part of this spell is the next attack roll made against this target before the end of the turn has advantage.
Yep.
Thanks to the mystical dim light glittering on the target.
He's glittery now.
Yes. So,
Bugbear.
Remember I left my little markers.
So, the next
person to attack him has advantage.
Ooh, good.
Okay, so I did that, and then I am going to.
Wait, did you already go?
Yes.
Then
Paint one of my dark elves.
As-
Call it the glitter goblin.
darn it,
Do it.
shield of fate. There it is. And then on Phil, because he's right there below me, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on him.
I wouldn't do it for
No?
me. Do it on. I mean, you could if you wanted. I'm not till last.
That's one of the reasons I was thinking you needed it, and it
Oh,
lasts
yeah,
10 minutes.
Good call. Okay.
It lasts 10 minutes, and you're gonna be up in there anyway. So I'm
Up in there.
yeah.
Up in her.
That'll
So-
make me lose my mind.
So for 10 minutes, you have +2 to your AC, Cyrus.
Nice. Okay.
Is it just a straight plus
Take
2?
this.
Yeah, it +2 bonus to AC for the duration of the 10 minutes.
God,
Very nice.
I'm gonna have to kill you. Okay, nicely
Kill
done.
that character.
Next is
Belmere.
Yes.
I would like to rage.
I would like to rage.
So he is going to go into a frenzied rage and go strafing at number 2 with his great axe,
What does
using
this
20 feet of movement.
frenzy gives him the
Gives him a bonus attack.
Bonus attack.
So I am going to swing with a reckless attack once. Oh geez, that's a 17 to hit.
But you have advantage on the first attack.
Advantage on the first attack. Nope, 17 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, a whopping 16 points of damage for that one. Because I rolled a nat 12.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Are you playing barbarian?
Oh.
Barbarian.
Little stony
Second
throwing
attack.
up.
Second attack
Yeah.
He can hit things
is
now.
a plenty to hit. It's 14 plus 6, so
Yep.
20 to hit. And that is 9 points of damage.
Like 25 points of damage.
Yeah, 25.
Alright.
I'm just gonna hack once on the neck and then pull it out again and swing it around and hack in the side and just get
Alright,
bathed in blood and
so
be
this
screaming.
bugbear emerges out of the woods charging. Spittle. Like it's cold, so there's this cold mist coming out of his scream. The Goliath wakes up, just charges in. Oh, hell yeah! And nearly kills this freaking thing.
Showers
right off.
myself in blood. Just, "Ah!"
He's gonna roll a constitution check.
And he shat his pants.
I don't know what that does, but
Well, that we'll find out in a minute. Next is
Oh, that was fun.
Ember.
Val, you're on deck.
Yep, Ember then Val.
Okay, so I am going to, for a bit of flair, I'm going to raise my hands like this and say, "Do you know our Lord Jesus, our Lord and Savior, the Storm Lord," and zigzag in a thunderbolt.
except for
And,
your god.
and as I do that, I cast Shatter. So
Nice.
in a sphere of my choosing, from starting at a midpoint and going out for a 10-foot radius in all directions,
Mhm.
they
I
have
don't
to
know either.
make a Constitution saving throw of 13 or greater.
It's
Let me grab
basically fireball on a smaller scale,
Yeah.
Interesting.
but using thunder.
It's a thunderball.
Yeah.
So it's a loud,
Imagine
ear-shattering noise.
Imagine your eardrums getting burst.
Yeah.
Thunderball
Or-
sounds like an
and-
offshoot of Mad Max.
And if there's anything inanimate, if there's any inanimate objects, it like will break it apart.
Oh, rad.
So I'm gonna do it here to try to hit these two.
Yep, you get both.
I do it,
Because
dude.
we're a badass.
What's
each-
the D4 for?
The D4?
That's the advantage on him.
Oh, that's he's shimmering.
Oh,
Oh, so I get advantage on him.
No, yours is an area effect. Whoever does a weapon attack against.
Oh, against
Yeah.
him. Okay.
Max has an advantage.
So what is? Am I saving anything?
Yeah,
Or
so it's
stun.
a Constitution of 13 or greater.
Good.
Please fail, please fail, please fail.
fail.
Constitution. Okay. Yeah. They both fail.
Nice.
3d8s.
Okay.
That
Characters
was
have their own constitution modifiers and whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
3d8.
Yeah.
Four,
Shatter
five,
failure.
six, seven,
It's
eight.
baller.
Isn't that great?
eight,
That's
I
awesome.
think they do have to
points
take
of
half on it.
thunder damage.
Success.
How much?
Is that total?
She rolled
Yeah,
John,
because I rolled low on 2 of them.
I feel a little bad for us killing your characters so quickly.
Shh.
I don't. So that's number 1. So
You still have plenty of room to fail.
yeah.
Shush, shush.
There's
Okay.
still more ones to roll.
45 seconds left, just a heads up.
And
Do anything else?
as a bonus action, I will cast
We still haven't killed anyone. right?
spiritual
Yeah.
weapon over
2 is
The-
close.
main guy.
Okay. You have anything?
Wait, how? Oh yeah, it's within 60 feet. Cool. Sweet.
I'm so excited right now.
I have a plan to make spiritual weapons,
15 seconds left.
but we'll call
He's
this.
taking his time.
We'll call
John,
this spiritual weapon.
Did you
for
see
now.
that
A hand.
YouTube video?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, it's a hand.
So that's the hand is your spiritual weapon for
Stab
now.
it, stab it,
Sweet.
stab it. Oh, it's not as annoying anymore.
14, that's funny. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 to hit.
That hits.
Uh, the high one. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 force damage.
Nice.
How do you want to do that?
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Do it in the stomach.
So keep in mind you had this area effect and then the spiritual weapon out of nowhere.
Okay. So describe kind of how it happened. Okay. So basically, I do my zigzag, priestly zigzag.
Very priestly.
Shoot out my hand, and radiating from this small ball is just this really ear-piercing, like shaking. You know that if you were any closer, your eardrums would burst, and the sound like radiates out. These two, you can watch them like clutching their ears because it's hurting them. And then right above this guy is a big war hammer. So this, like, I'm gonna make it a war hammer with like all the zigzags of like lightning and clouds and thunder, and it's gonna come down and it's just gonna like it appears above him, and then the big hammer is just gonna smash down on his skull.
Nice. Well done.
You're welcome.
And now
I
that
like
he's
it.
dead, the rest of them scurry away.
Ral's up, Brandon and Falco are on deck.
Okay, so
That's what you get for not
who's
believing.
dead now?
This guy.
Number 1.
Well,
Oh, main guy.
main guy.
Main guy.
The
Okay.
Stormlord can save the rest of you.
So John, can you allow me to use my mage hand to go drop some meat on one of their heads and then shoot it with an arrow?
What did you
Yeah.
do with this worm meat?
What is
The
your
spiritual weapon was
is your mage hand a bonus action?
It's just. Oh, that's
It's a
true.
cantrip.
It's a cantrip, so it. Okay, so it'd be up to you because
It's
it's
an action.
technically an action.
It's an action.
Yeah.
There's no-
So I can't shoot it and do that. Okay.
They're two separate actions.
Okay, fine. I will just shoot. Let's shoot number 4. I'm up in the cart, so I'm assuming I can shoot
Yeah.
over heads.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that is.
You guys are doing good at rolling both dice now.
We're trying.
18. Okay, so 24 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, and then 9 damage
Nice.
for 4.
voice.
Okay, that's it. I'm just gonna stay in my cot.
Dude, that should be your accent.
Just a really bad cot.
That's fun.
Oh, okay, so
Not even getting
about
up.
So Brandon and Falco are up.
a quiet little arrow just goes shooting through the dark.
You're
So up next.
Brandon and Falco are up. Azazel is on deck.
I'm gonna.
should pull up your stats.
It's this. I know it's this. Is it me now?
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Valco.
So, am I going first?
Yep.
Okay. So, this is me for right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go. Right
Hmm.
there.
Flank.
Shoot at number 2.
Okay.
Do it. So, 12 plus 9, which is 21 to hit.
Yes, that is.
And 12 damage. Piercing damage.
Okay, he's dead.
Danny once again didn't get a kill.
Kill him. Kill him. So,
Danny's gonna dive in front of the arrow. It's my kill!
I see the barbarian just randomly flailing on this thing, and I'm just over there and I go, and laugh.
And that. Okay, Falco.
Paper watch my boosh.
Falco is going to. Who's still alive?
British service.
1,
1,
3, 4, and 5.
It's ridiculous. Got a character called Crack Fox.
Oh, there's one over
So
there.
upsetting.
Only ones I could really help with
He's got little crack needles for hands.
would be maybe 5. Can he get over to 5? He has a movement of. What's his movement?
Yeah, you can get over there.
Yeah, I forgot what the movement was.
It takes 25 to get there.
Okay, yeah, he's got a movement of 30, so he's gonna go over to there and he's just gonna attack with home flight.
He's one of the main characters of Mighty Boosh.
20, 40.
He's super funny. It's super
Alright, so that's 16 to hit
That hits.
and 8 damage.
Okay. Nice. Alright, now it is their turn. I actually missed theirs, but I'm gonna roll it.
Yes. I mean, I don't watch that shit. Oddly satisfying.
I've seen like an episode.
Alright, so
But I totally don't have a
he is going to take the challenge and pick on the biggest thing there.
It's your turn, great.
And they use
Which one?
every new
Direwolf.
Okay, I'm imposing disadvantage.
Okay. Misses. This one is going to run straight ahead.
Zazzle on deck.
Yep.
Less is actually
What is it?
And then you're
18 to hit you. Right.
Me?
Yep.
No.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I have 19.
She's stupid tanky.
Yeah. Yeah.
When did that happen?
You can't hit me.
Oh,
Maybe when
trust
she
me.
got her
You can, but it sucks.
martial archetype.
I also am gonna pick up my sickle in a second, and then I will have +2 more, and my AC will be 20.
You need to
I
get
thought
some
that was
science.
including your when you have a monk weapon.
You just try again.
shall save us, the storm
So I was
shall
looking
save
at your
us.
stats.
Oh, not 20.
Nat 20,
Ow.
I need to become
Oh.
more pious and shit.
I can't help you.
Oh, it's not as fun when the bad guy rolls it.
So 20
He's going after
damage to
4, right?
20 damage?
Why? 6 and 8.
2d8. Double.
It's doubled?
To me,
Yeah, for critical hit.
That's rough.
20.
nat 20.
9, 18,
Crit
yeah.
hit. Okay, so how much damage? 20?
20.
Alright.
Wait, 6, 7, 8. What did that be? 18? I'm confused.
You should say 20 a few more times.
20.
20.
20.
20.
The storm lord shall save you.
Alright.
That's alright, I'm still alive. I've got 11 hit points.
He's gonna run over here.
It's plus
Plus
1.
1.
Ah,
Plus 4.
there, figures.
31.
Misses.
Right, level 4.
So glad those missed. You would be dead.
I would be dead.
Death
Wow.
saves for
You would
days.
be unconscious.
Okay.
I would be dead. I would be dead.
You would be unconscious.
Alright, so next is
Zazzle and then the imp.
Okay, Zazzle is going to cast Dissonant Whispers on number 4. He needs to make a Wisdom saving throw of 13. I need 3 6.
natural 16.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. He still takes damage. Let me roll it real quick. He takes half as much.
It sucks.
3d6. Take these out real quick.
So dumb.
So 5. So that's 10. So we take 5 damage.
Okay.
Okay.
On number 4.
Yes.
Okay.
After Azazel's Poe. So
Okay.
my little familiar's gonna also fly over to 4. He's in Raven form, so he's going to swoop down at his head and try to peck out his eyes using bite.
Sounds good.
Bite him in the kneecap!
So you're using Raven stats?
Well, the stats don't change when he shape changes.
That's right, yep.
He still maintain. The only thing that changes is his movement speed.
Yeah.
So 4. So I need that and D4. Oh, almost had a 19. He's got a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
So close.
Okay.
I hate when the roll dice does that.
Top of the round.
Nope, I still need to go.
Oh,
you dare.
We're so close.
Alright, I'm going to rush up to number. I'm going to flank these two
Behind them?
and try and shank number 4 with a sneak attack. So that
So to
is-
flank him, you'd have to be over
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
here. Actually,
15.
to do that, you'd be leaving.
No, it's still with it.
No, you're good.
Okay.
So, well, that's gonna be a miss. So I'm gonna miss him, and then go for an axe attack at number 3. Good lord. Okay, so that's not gonna hit either.
Okay.
You should get different dice.
Run all the way
It
around.
worked awesome with Denny.
Alright,
Never mind.
so
It's your
Whisper,
character.
you're up.
Okay. Number 5 in front of me, still alive.
No, I'm sorry. Hold on. That last one was a 5th. No, that's not. Go ahead. Restart the timer. Math is hard.
Math and things.
All the maps.
All the math.
Okay, so I'm going to do my bite attack on 5, which is in front of me. And then I'm trying to remember I get some sort of pack advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage because there's friendlies.
Within
Within
5
5
feet of me, so I have people right beside me.
Advantage on attack rolls against a creature if at least
So you
one
can
of
either
the
roll
rolls is
2d20
within 5 feet.
or just roll the d20 twice.
Just do 19 and 5. So
You hit.
19 plus 5 to hit,
Soft
So
crit.
roll your damage.
and then 2d6 plus 3.
10.
So 10 piercing damage.
Nice.
Right. I keep forgetting to save my name.
So you just grab a hunk of meat and shake your head. Do anything else?
You're on deck, by the way. And you.
That's it.
Okay.
And your wolf.
So now it's
Yeah, it's all of it.
Wolf, Ryder, and Naria.
Okay, I went first last turn.
Ryder, do you want to go first since you're right there on them?
Sure. I'm going to grab my sickle, wield my sickle,
Sickle.
my scythe,
Kara, will you do timers? Because I gotta look at Den's stuff.
and
After her stuff, we're
What kind of time?
my proficiency
Keep us
bonus
on.
to the attack roll for any attack you make. Okay, so plus 2. Oops.
Damn, I forgot to add rage bonus.
Okay, yes, I hit him. 18 plus 8.
What?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Brilliant.
And
Which one are you swinging at?
I'm swinging at
So reckless doesn't show up.
Okay.
It's under feats.
And
No.
that was supposed to be a D4, not that one.
Because it's not an action, it's a
7 damage.
7 damage, 2, 3.
2, 3.
Okay.
And then I want to use a bonus action and use Flurry of Blows and spend a key point.
Okay. 2 separate attacks.
2 separate attacks, yeah.
need this over here because I can't reach it.
Oh, nice.
This is 14.
14, isn't it?
Darn it. I only roll a 4.
Second one does not hit either. Okay, so neither of those hit.
You want to describe what happens?
I hit him with
Sickle?
my scythe. Yeah, I hit
Scythe.
him with my sickle scythe, and he counters, and I have to duck, and I try to hit him with both arms, with both fists, and he is able to dodge.
Okay. Venarion or Wolf?
I was thinking Wolf can go also first since you're right there on 3. Okay.
Oh well,
So-
roll it again.
19,
So,
and that's plus 4.
24 to hit.
You hit.
23 to hit.
Which one are you?
I'm the wolf, so I'm attacking number 5,
From 5?
and I get 4, 7, 8, 9 piercing damage.
9 just kills him. How you gonna do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so he's already been hit and bit a couple times, so he's kind of hurting. But then my puppy sees an opening and just latches onto the jugular. And he goes down.
Brilliant.
Poor bugger's getting torn apart by wolves.
I don't know. Big wolves, little wolves.
This one's the one that's dead.
They're the one who could fight.
Right.
Yep.
5.
Okay, Venarion?
Okay, I'm going to.
I mean, he has
Oop,
movement now, so if you want to move.
somewhere else.
Do another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move.
Are we still good now? Okay. Okay, I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon,
Okay.
and I'm going to place it in behind 3. And then it just says,
Hopefully they'll come in. Like, since I missed both attacks, I don't know if it worked.
range the duration until you cast
But
a
yeah,
spell
there's
again.
As soon as you move away, they would
Where does it just say? I just have to roll a d20, right? It just says if I
For attacking, yeah.
make it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh crap. I think it's 12 then.
12 doesn't hit.
Okay.
It's like something's just coming out and just like.
Do I still get to cast it though?
Yeah,
It doesn't
it
do
casts.
anything?
It just doesn't
creature
hit.
the attack.
Okay, got
So
it.
then it's already
So
you don't
then
have to
it's
cast it again.
Out.
Yeah.
Well, then as my bonus action,
You can move and use it.
you can move it up to 20 feet.
Next turn.
Next
you can move it and use it again.
But it says it's a bonus action.
Yeah,
And
so casting it was.
my action, and then it's a
in the
bonus.
description, it says you can use it when you, at the same time you cast it.
As a bonus action on your turn. Does that mean that I can use it now?
Okay.
Read the whole thing.
Okay, she texted us.
Well, just the second paragraph says, as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the action against a creature within 5 feet of it.
Okay, if you want to cast it and then use it again, I don't see anything wrong with that. Because
Well-
you're not casting it again.
Yeah, I just,
If you want to attack with it again, go ahead.
I'll just, why not try again right now? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
why wait? Because if they're all dead and then it's sitting there for no reason. Well, I guess since 3 didn't get hit, can I try the same creature, or do I have?
3's been
Yeah,
hit.
you can. It doesn't matter what creature.
You can move it. Okay. So then I just have to roll a d20 again.
Yes.
Try again. Okay. 14 plus 6.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. So then
20.
it's that plus my spell casting modifier, which is 4. Yes, so 9
That's higher than
damage.
4, isn't it?
My modifier
For
is
damage
4.
modifier,
My spell attack
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah,
plus
okay.
6. So 9 damage.
Okay.
30 seconds left.
Nice.
That's all I got.
Okay, So on number 3.
So Belmir, number 1 is still alive, right?
Yes.
So he is, while in rage, going to frenzy reckless attack on this guy. It's these two. That's cock is in between. Seriously?
Maybe roll it
Okay, well
the
that one
other
wasn't cocked,
way.
it was a 1. So plus 6, so yeah, that's 18 to hit,
18. Good.
and then so 3 plus, so 7 points of damage on that one.
On which one?
Oh wait, I have advantage on that. Yeah, didn't matter. On number 1,
Okay.
and that's gonna be slashing damage, I believe, and then my
Gotcha.
bonus attack,
Did you add your rage bonuses?
yes.
Just check.
That is 15 plus, so 21 to hit,
That is?
and then that is 15 points of damage there. On number 1.
What's that? 15 on number 1?
Yeah.
15 points of damage?
Another 15, yes.
Alright, how are you going to do that?
Alright, I'm going to do again, I'm going to sweep the legs chop his legs out from under him, and as he's falling, we're gonna come down and just split him in half
Nice.
with my axe. And then I'm going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Don't steal my kill.
right there.
Got
I can't
kill.
attack, I can only move right now.
Oh, thank goodness.
Then you got a kill.
Danny's done a lot of damage this fight.
Yep.
Come on, Danny.
It's got some bloodlust.
All that pent up rage from not getting to fight anything.
Alright.
Really?
So that's Belmir. After Belmir.
We figured out the key. We just have to
So
wake
is
him
that-
up out of a dead sleep.
Yeah.
And he's my
Yeah.
partner.
Fighting from a nap.
Alright, so they're
I
up.
feel so refreshed.
It's the bad guy's turn.
Yeah. I did him out of 2 turns too late last time, so I'm correcting it now. So this one is going to swing at same at you.
At me again.
Misses. That one's gonna
Yeah.
swing
I
at.
think we've got high AC.
I do have a high AC, which is
He's gonna
extremely
turn around and
helpful.
try and take the person that's behind him.
Phil?
Yeah.
Oh.
What'd you get?
2.
Oh,
It rolled 2, which sucks.
Alright. Makes it easy for you guys.
Oh, jeez.
Finally.
They're just freaking surrounded. Alright, so they look
And it's
around,
so
they go,
intimidating.
The hands are really
I know.
intimidating.
I know. I was like waiting for my
Do they
turn
look
they
up
went
and they're just
instead.
like,
It's your turn, Regina.
What have we
Val,
done?
you're on deck.
so they look around knowing that they're about to die. They're just surrounded and they say, "Your fates will fall upon you soon."
Okay.
You got us so you told us that.
Nowhere! I draw a lightning bolt through the air, and down from above comes guiding bolt on number 4.
Okay.
It's
I
a
forgot
very
to do that.
Naruto shinobi movement.
I know.
Forgot to do it with my spiritual weapon.
16
What'd you
plus
do?
5 is
That hits.
21 or whatever. Number 4. Oh, really? Oh, no!
2 of them rolled ones. Ouch.
13.
11, 12,
Those are
13. Not for number 4.
How do you want to do that?
Radiant damage comes down from the whatever sky. Is it dark out?
Yeah.
Cloud
From
just
the
turned red.
dark sky, and
Okay.
basically his head just like mini explodes because of the
Ew.
guiding.
So this is the one that just cursed to you and said you guys are gonna die, and then
And then his
Nope, he
head
dies.
explodes.
Heads
heads explode.
And then, as a bonus action, because my spiritual weapon is already up, it floats 10, 15, 20 over top of number 3
That's
for a spiritual weapon attack.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Spiritual weapon.
Finish
So
him.
dope.
Spiritual weapons are just attacking.
15 plus
Unreal.
5, so 20 to hit.
That hits.
And then 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Okay.
That is force damage, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't
Thank
know
you
what that
for.
thing is.
That's something we'll have to remember.
Force damage!
I actually meant to do
As
that,
the
but I didn't know
hammer,
what that
again-
symbol was.
Yeah.
Again, as my spiritual hammer floats above him, again, just crushes a skull from above
Nice.
as much as
And
it
you can see, like, he looks over as his buddy's head explodes, and then whang! He just kind of falls to a knee,
Takes
barely
whatever
hanging
happened.
on. If you look next to it, it says damage type will be
Yeah, this one.
something. Anyway,
Yeah.
next to weapons or whatever if you play it. So, Okay, that's
Val, you're up, and
That's
Brent and
done.
Falco are on deck.
Ember's putting in some work today.
Yeah, seriously, why is
So
this dead
3
yet?
and 4 are still up?
I was really hoping for
I
a
think
double
no,
kill.
no.
I killed 4.
It's
Four's
just
Kill
three.
4. Just 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the other hand.
I'm gonna
Our
chuck.
spiritual weapons,
I'm
like,
gonna
work
chuck
with
some
it
meat at his
because,
face.
Like it's a symbol, but
Because
all
I
the
want.
ones actually
As a
say.
bonus action, you can chuck some meat at his face.
Okay. Cool. 20. So.
This poor guy.
You just got ranked
I'm pulling
by.
out some meat and I'm like kiss it and then I'm like
I don't see
chuck it in his face and it just like
Yeah, there's a symbol.
Can Poe intercept?
like there's like ripples on his face from the impact.
So his buddy's head explodes. He gets ranked on the top of the head, down to a knee, and then.
It's like the slow motion slap in
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes.
Is that bludgeoning damage?
It is now.
It's psychic damage. He's getting made fun of. Alright.
Demoralized.
Is that what you're doing?
And that's what. And then I just sit back down in the cart.
As you laugh.
Taking a friggin' nap.
Should roll an intimidate check on that one.
As from behind me, meat flies over my head.
Some kind of trickles down.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no.
Worm juice.
Juicy, I hope.
Alright, so he's on his knee, gets
Dysentery.
nailed in the face with meat. Ah, there's like fear and anger just
As
coming
he
out
has
of
a
his.
meat
out of one eye.
Like headache, meat to the
So
face.
next is Bryn?
Yes, Brennan Falco,
Bryn and Falco.
Okay.
who can't really get into doing
Yeah, what the heck, guys?
Surrounded.
Oh, I might be able to shoot over your imp.
It's
You're
just a
flying.
group.
So my imp is technically a tiny fiend, so
Uh.
he's very small.
Yeah.
Well, my
And he's
spiritual
also
weapon would
flying
still
around
be
as a
there.
raven, so.
Okay, so
Yes.
I'm gonna
How long do they hang out?
Yeah, no, yeah,
Seems
you
like
get it.
like 10 rounds.
Yeah,
Well,
he's flying.
Display as a
Add your bonus.
Is a spiritual weapon? Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah.
So
Add
it
your
hangs
modifier.
out, okay.
Plus 9,
yeah, wait, 9,
13.
13.
So
That does it.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Okay.
So
And
that's
there
that's
you
why
go.
it's so
all I
bad.
have.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Oh, look, look at how much damage.
Falco.
Wait,
It basically doubles you though.
can. Oh, never mind.
Can you move? Can somebody move Falco over there on the diagonal between the two hands, or that works too. That works.
I mean,
And-
technically, both spiritual weapons would be floating, so they're not
Yeah, can
actually
it
taking up those
Take
spaces.
up that.
And
It's
we'll
all the
just leave him
Okay.
there. He's just
Okay.
gonna just kind of come in over the wolf that's kind of nipping at the bugbear's feet and try to go for the head with the
I will fuzz it.
Helm's Deep.
yeah, he's gonna or Helm's
Helm's
Light, whatever it is.
Helm's Deep.
Helm's Deep.
That's a Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Let me. I'm sorry, I'm still not.
Yeah, sorry.
20 and a 4.
You're running yourself some
Hey, finally hit something. 22 to hit,
That hits.
and he does 7 damage.
How do you want to do that?
This poor bugbear, he gets whacked on the head by a spiritual weapon. His buddy head explodes. He gets hit in the face with a piece of meat, and then after all of that, this freaking hammer comes up and just catches him under the chin.
How is
I'd
this?
say
Keep
that last
shooting
guy
at
was
his face.
completely humiliated.
That's what he
Last
gets for
two.
trying to give me 20 points of damage.
Asshole.
No.
Asshole.
Alright, you guys gotta
I'm
calm
just
down.
gonna like look at him and be like, ass hat.
Take your.
Yeah.
Just poke his dead body.
I was gonna come over and Halo teabag him.
So Poe's gonna fly over and like grab the meat and then fly back and just start eating it on my shoulder.
Okay.
That's great.
It's got a little chunky, just.
Yeah, he's having a snack.
Alright.
I take a knee and say a prayer to the Stormborn of thanks.
I'm going to start looting bodies.
Looting bodies.
Is
I'm going
everybody
to start
dead?
with number
I'm a
4.
big fan of the whole heavenly assistance
Oh,
from
everyone's
above.
dead. Cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty rad.
I forget that's investigation.
Loot for
Yes.
me. I'm still in the.
I haven't been getting up close and
I
personal
didn't
this,
find
like,
much, I'm
this
sure
whole
of it.
session.
I'll
Yeah.
I've been holding, I've been
I
staying
didn't know
back.
you had to roll the loot. I
Okay.
forgot about
That's
that.
investigation.
And just an investigation check, so that's
You always,
14.
you're always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine
We have so
is
many melee
You
people,
get
though. Like we
Yeah.
don't
6
have
battle
enough
axes.
ranged casters.
Whoa.
From the one?
Yeah.
From
Oh, for over.
Oh.
Good,
Yeah.
because
Now
mine
that
was
I'm
shite.
retired, but I was too, I can actually hang back.
Yeah.
Because before with Elvis.
Can everyone
My-
switch to one
my
back?
8 points.
What?
Alright, guys, so what are you doing?
Okay. Trying to
We're
rest.
gonna finish
Back
our
to
rest.
sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna just lay down.
Did everyone
yeah.
get looted?
Yeah.
They looted them, yes, but
Yeah.
the bodies are still there.
But
Axes.
just in case maybe we get interrupted again, should I heal somebody first and use up the rest of my spell slots?
I'm going to start cutting off heads and posting them around the perimeter as everybody else.
Nice.
Do not mess with us.
Yeah, let's
I'll help with
clean
that.
up. Let's clean up the area just a little bit.
Ryder was the only one that took damage.
I'm the one that took damage. I have 11
She
hit
need-
points.
yeah.
I will heal you just in case.
That sounds great.
Just in case. Let's do. I'm gonna come over and touch you. And we'll do cure wounds with a touch. So.
Much touching today.
I know.
I know.
Let's do sexual healing. Watch the hands.
That wasn't my arm.
Oh.
Bye.
Oh, come on.
Well, there's 6 more you can have right now. And
Which is
then-
perfect because you haven't done your long rest yet. Or your rest.
Yeah, I'm like, I might as well, just in case we get interrupted, I would
She's
rather.
up guard next. She just finished her rest.
No, Brandon finished hers.
Bryn was on guard the first round.
No,
Yeah.
I was
This
sleeping.
happened in between.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we haven't
Yeah.
finished the first
Did-
one.
Yeah.
Did you heal her the whole way?
No.
No, but you're like 6 points out of
Because
20.
everybody rolled so badly on their their
Bryn
I
took
think
first
it'll
shift,
be
though.
okay. I don't think there's gonna be
So-
any
I know,
You
it's
would've
kind of fun
finished
using my
her
spell slots.
rest.
Pay them back, too.
This
was-
is in
it was-
between the watches.
She didn't finish her rest.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
I
during,
was still on
during her watch.
She's only like 2
okay.
hours in.
great.
I gave you
I
4
guess,
more.
by in between the watches, I thought you meant it happened like right in the middle.
Heal.
Yeah, I
Okay.
specifically asked him because I was like, did I get my spell slots?
Mm.
Where instead of a 1.
I only
Oh
need,
yeah, so you would
I
have
only
been
need 10
sleeping.
more.
Yes, my bad.
Alright,
So Christmas is coming up.
healing word. Let's try 2d4 plus 4 now.
2d4.
Did anyone else need healing? Did we already ask?
Here, give me your d4s.
No, it's just
Oh, D4.
Ryder.
So technically you
Totally
wouldn't
a
have
fight
finished
that was
your
over
long
like
rest, so
12 seconds.
this is still off of your old spell slot, so after
Yeah.
your rest will be full.
Jeez.
So
Your head
Not so great.
no, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So trick with D4, I've found that if you put the 4 on the bottom,
Yeah.
No hacking
and
the
just
D's.
drop it straight.
Oh, you can't. That's
Oh,
No.
that one that hit. They usually. Oh, never mind. That's
all right. Anyway,
I have 28 points now. I'm good.
Good enough.
okay.
And I'm
So-
gonna sleep and I'll get the rest of it.
As you
Hopefully.
guys gather back up, you guys kind of set a new perimeter. Anarion is on guard. You rolled a decent enough perception, as well as I believe your familiar rolled a pretty decent
Then you
perception.
got like 16.
You guys are
We really
on a
should be
little
doing
higher
2
guard.
people on guard duty at a time.
You guys are.
I'll take next watch because I'm full health.
That
still,
she's
so.
we're already.
You're not listening.
Well, I'll help her. Is what I'm
Okay.
saying.
So you guys are roll perception. If you're gonna roll.
Wait, am I right now?
Oh.
Anyway, no, you already rolled. That's
Okay,
fine.
that was, yeah.
So as you guys gather up camp again, you get those that are on watch are on a little better alert. Roll higher perception. You notice there are these little lights that start to descend,
We're in more things.
and you watch it for a while. You don't alarm anything,
Okay.
but you notice it's just kind of like a little spinny. There's a few of them. They kind of slowly descend. They look beautiful, so you're not really alarmed at first.
We're mesmerized until they
Yeah.
eat our face.
Yeah. And they just slowly start to descend, and it's almost like they're
What did you
floating in the soft
I'm
breeze.
gonna
and
back away
like-
from them at least.
It's almost like they're floating in the soft breeze, and one's kind of coming towards you a little bit.
Hopefully it's a spiritual thing.
And
Spiritual weapon?
your elf eyes,
Yeah.
being able to see a lot better,
Yes.
you kind of focus in a little bit, get on the verge of like alarming or not alarming, and you see it's almost like a little itty bitty tiny
Tinkerbell!
humanish form figure, and it seems to be spinning in a circle, and they're just kind of like coming down a little bit, and it's floating towards you. Although you,
I've got music for this. I've got
They're
music for
twirling
this.
fairy and
Here.
Barbie dolls.
I
Here we go.
prefer
Yeah, my
that
music
to
stopped.
stress.
The little dolls.
There you go.
You know, the little dolls on spinners.
are you
and
fried?
pull them and they would go up the screen.
Okay, so you can see more and more coming down. There's probably a dozen or two of them, and one of them, as you hold your hands out, kind of slowly spins down, just kind of bobs on your hands a little bit.
It's the healing fairy from Zelda.
And you watch as
It's
it
a
just
will-o-the
kind of
wisp.
bounces on your hands a little bit, and it's glowing, and the other
How are
ones
you
kind of
not
start
waking up
landing
from
on the other.
I can't move
Your
yet.
your party members. They just kind of, everyone kind of bobs,
It tickled
bobs,
my head. I'm
bobs.
giggling at the moment.
It's going on all of us, you say?
Yeah. They just kind of like radiate a little bit of light,
What?
and you feel refreshed. You feel much better than you've ever felt before, and then they all kind of stay there for a moment, and then all at the same time they just. radiate back
Poe's
up.
gonna be hopping around on the ground, like trying to catch one.
Okay.
Chasing it around.
Okay. So all of you have inspiration dice.
Oh, nice!
What just happened?
Yeah.
we
all
That was weird.
Yeah, that was.
Anybody else seeing this, or is it just me?
Why did we drink?
You got blessed by little light fairies.
And as they went away, I went.
And that's where we'll end tonight.
Oh, nice. Do I get to rest though?
Seen the Spiderwick Chronicles?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm still
Yes,
confused
yes,
about if
yes.
I rested or
That's what I
not.
was thinking of.
Yeah.
That's
Good
what I was
job,
also
Joe.
thinking.
John,
Yes.
legit question, not joking.
Yeah.
I honestly, did I get to rest?
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
did? Okay. I was like, I don't
So
know.
not resting, things that keep you from resting is hard labor.
Okay.
Simple things like
I
eating,
want
things
that
like that doesn't.
I just wasn't sure if that was like, we
No,
got
you
woken up.
got your rest first
Okay,
before
cool.
you went on. Yeah.
Okay, so we all actually make a long rest.
You all have a full rest.
So we wake up in the morning and they tell us this bull crap and we think they're tripping on drugs.
Yeah.
But you
What
feel
kind-
great.
What kind of mushrooms did you guys put in the dinner soup?
I don't know, but if you feel good, I'm doing it again.
I'm doing it again.
2 times a check.
Technically, it wasn't.
Oh, I'm gonna
You
mark
guys
inspiration.
threw me a curveball today. That was good.
See, this is what we do. We actually say we're gonna do this online in our messenger, and then we go, nope.
Just kidding.
Oh right, because the curveball was to go like
Just go straight to hacking at works.
just
Yeah.
go straight hack up some forks.
Yeah.
Some pork balls.
Which it took us longer to get out of the castle than we were expecting. John, question for the DM. Could I, between this time and next time, look at my spells and say that while we were resting right here, if I changed my spells,
Change
I
that.
could have done
Yeah,
that?
absolutely.
I don't. Well, I have a bag. Yeah, see.
Did we take a picture of
I
where
have
we were
tuck
at?
it, it wouldn't matter.
Okay.
I guess it does
Yeah.
have to be.
Okay.
No, I've been looking
What'd
at
you
stuff
change
and
your
it's
spells
not
to?
really the
I
they're
have
expensive
not.
or
I was
anything,
asking
it's
John
just
if that was
amazing.
okay to do because I want to
Well,
make sure
that's-
they're like
well,
what
that's
I
wrong.
want.
It's really just
Since I realized I had an extra spell slot for the
partially
cantrip
cost,
and the spell that I
partially
hadn't
limited.
fulfilled.
Oh, damn it. We didn't try doing the 2 humans touching the palm prints before we left.
No, no. Nor did we do elves, nor did we do anything else other than just, yeah.
We thought about it for a really long time.
I feel like we just, at the moment, we spent enough